Just wanted to banter a little more about the phenomena of the high frequency being. It's very much a conversation that will start to expand over the Aquarian age if it hasn't been already known by what is already archived of our Akashic records, which is very technological as far as if you want to talk about technology, how that all of this is not random. Your what they teach you about what they call Mother Nature, which is really virgin nature. You want to talk about virgin nature, babes, which is like virgin nature, huns, Mother Nature, but really it's virgin. What we're talking about is the earth, okay? Right? A lot of times when we talk about Mother Earth, it's really virgin earth. Think about that. It's because you don't really want to give the planet, something that's not human, a human connotation, and especially not calling it your mother, right? I mean, people are just like, oh yeah, whatever about Mother Earth, because some people had a narcissist for a mother, and you can't say it Father Sky because it's like, oh God, somebody had a narcissist for a father, a complete disconnect. Check out, and it's not his fault. None of it's these people's faults. We'll get back to that later. Just listen to the last 300 videos, and you'll, if you can put the information together and write a book about it, congratulations. When you're sitting in Tahiti sipping that martini, think of me just a little bit. Nobody owns the truth, babe. The thing is do you really understand it? Are you a real live conduit for it? As far as how do we even convey it, especially on this, if it's not somebody out there literally doing something and proving that this is the life I live. And having said that, I would love to tell you where I come in and out of when I go out of my room and then I come back. I have a garden. I have chickens. I live on an acre of land, just an acre. But really, I'm learning that see, soon it's not going to be all about, see, I live in what used to be a wilderness preservation area. I don't want to get into it too much, but talking about it, but it helps to describe, what you're really doing on a daily in a daily life. You just have to be present with it, And I love to be able to share, and I do when it gets up close. Are you here up close? No, you are sitting somewhere else completely. Comment section down below from where are you listening to this at this? What are you doing, and what do you listen? Where are you while you're listening to this? Is what I wanted to know. I was wondering how many people are in the United States, and if you are in the United States, can you send me some money? I'm just kidding. God, I hate these fucking people that say that. I have never asked for money, but in like probably 3 of my videos now, at the most, and I have like 1,600 going on or something. But in my life, I'm not a money mongrel. I am so different. People are like, they don't know when I'm going to say something yet. I guess their language is today's rate 3%. I think I got 5 free for $1, and then there's 50% off too. Something like the sales went to such. Yeah, my what is it that the politician is the same way to me. I'm like, these people think that this is real. This is saying something. What is it? It's a cult. They have created something that says, no, this is very important. And it's like, but what about, yeah, what's happening at the university over there? Right now, the big question is, and I just, it's like, when is it going to be less of a mocking and saying, I'm smarter than you, to where it's just the fact of, we better do this or we're going to die. We don't know how to live. The question being, should we teach children how to garden? So should there be garden at the school campuses where they come together where they happen to all congregate together to do absolutely nothing at all, and go home and start again, and everybody's still starving and eating shit out of a box? Sorry. Should eat a little better. I don't know. When your third eye is open and you start to see, you are learning how to calm down. Something has calmed you down enough to grant you that gift of seeing more, getting back to the higher vibrational frequency, which that's what that is. It's the highest of highs. You have love. You're completely available to the present moment, which your entire electrical body is hitting. But babes, the more high, the higher vibration, the highest of high vibrational frequencies is such that everything begins to slow down. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you can just about, like I have been a musician all my life, and I can hear a vibrational frequency. At one point, I can tell you how many. I will go back in my audiographic memory and I'll count how many raps was in a particular buzz. But I'm talking about it's a slowed down. See, it's a slowed down see, a rap of a rhythm is a slowed down version of a higher vibrational frequency. See, so you can slow it down and you can pick a little bit out of it, and that's what a little rhythm is. Uh, I still like I hear things differently. I know I tune in on it, and like I'll hear the fact of a fly's wings or anything that supposedly is just going zzz, but I'll hear it like and but there's a tone and all this stuff anyway. Just to explain, your eyesight can be that way. You're when you are purely aware, and the highest vibrational frequency to attain, I'll tell you how to access it. Breathe. It is now. Whew. I don't know about you, but I am upstairs and I am out in the wilderness. The sun is like golden shimmering on this green, and it's like I need to get out there. You get out there with your bare feet and let it run through your body. See, the one thing most people will not get past is the anxiety of the mind. They're like right now every question is like, just that? Really? No, wait a minute. And wait, you're not doing anything would you shut up? You're trying to save yourself from dying. Satan, die. Satan, die. See, we don't really know. I mean, are people channeling or is it Satan? No, the people that can't be present with you and adjust a little bit and say, oh, no, that's not important. How are you doing today? Have you eaten? Or I'm here for you. It's just an availability to reality as reality. The one and only. You are it. There is nothing more. Breathe again. Woo! Watch out. You're going to attract so much attention. And a lot of entities won't know why. It will turn from love to hate in an instant. But nowadays it's waiting for you. You are needed out there. You are needed to just be nothing but yourself. Be here now. Just be you. Just be you. You're not doing anything more or less than what you have realized, and if it's authentic, people are going to, wherever you go, see, like with me, I'm just here, and it's like, okay, good. Good. But when I start to move, when I go somewhere, especially, I know this for a fact, if I start to travel, like go any far, far distance, it's an experience with people. People are, see, here's the experience is that you're going to be quiet and you're like, well, where do I get the next food? Or whoever you're traveling with, you're just kind of centralized to them. But whoever you're traveling with, you're working with them, right? It's a conversation that has yet to be had, but we're going to go on a wild ride with somebody who's completely unconscious, maybe. That's why it's good to travel alone. I'm working up to it, maybe. Some things might just get so rotten here that, I don't know. I mean, it's all up in the air. It depends on what I can work out for myself, what do I really want, right? So sorry if I'm not staying on the train where your mind would like to go, because there's many places to go with this, and as far as the higher vibrational frequency, that's just the way that the higher vibrational frequency is. I describe it as, indeed, it's the thing that, it's the screen, it's the main frame of the of awareness. It's awareness itself. It's this moment now. Take another deep breath. Try to see. You need to do yoga and fast a little bit and get out there in Mother Nature. If you can't get out into Mother Nature, I do. I think that if you get plants and animals around you, plants are something else, though. I swear to God, plants are nothing but amazing to me. I have been around if I had showed you my yard, it's full of such greenery that I just have to look at that and I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you so much, because this is what's fractaling out as a vibrational frequency, and it's communicating. And to me, this is the only possible organization there is when you talk about organization. Ization. Let's get into it. It's like something's being manipulated. It's like ization. I think that's what that means. It means let's get it to do something. But what are we doing? Well, we are doing the organism. The organism is us, our human embodiment, but not only that, we are one with the universe, right? Right? Yes, bloody well, right? Because of the organic connection, it's kind of ischious, it's ischious, and it's also an itty. You can have a universe itty over it. To close this out like a genius, you might want to start farming and getting into the very seeds that produces the truth that now you can nourish yourself with, whatever it is, especially your foods. If you people want to gain back your sovereign rights to be on this planet or do anything at all, like to feel good and have a health or anything, you start by farming your own foods. Just say, fuck it, drop everything. Go to court if you have to and say, why can't can't I do this? Because, yeah, you need to come together more. You do that more because, see, just me doing it, I do farm something here and I have eggs and stuff. And see, I put eggs up on the road because I was getting 10 eggs a day at one point. So I love putting the eggs up on the road. I didn't charge one time. I just said free eggs and I put little parentheses there, but I know how to make sure it's a good egg, right? You don't want it to be the egg that's going over into creating a chicken or something like that. So no, I mean that's a no-brainer for a woman. Sorry, it's not women or men. Men and women too can become purely aware. Just this moment now, what are we doing? What are we doing? Getting into that field of information, I'll tell you right now. My studies over the last, I think it's 12 or 13 years that I've had chickens and being able to hatch them and do husbandry, I'm learning something about having, I'm just a super sensitive here, a really good scientist. My heart is into it, I'm involved. I'm involved. It's love. It's love. It's the higher vibrational frequency. It's the higher vibrational freak when seen looking at the egg and saying, it's more like you're looking at the whole entire field. There's the chicken, who is an absolute cartoon character. Each chicken has their own personality and karma, you can tell. At the same time, they're hooked into a bandwidth of receiving just what they are, who they are, how they are, is the same. It's like the same soul. See, I'm learning so much by looking at these chickens. And just today I got a download about okay, what was it? Now, what is it? What is the summary here, Shauna? After 4 years ago, it was a little glimmer of a suggestion saying, look, check this out. Now we're talking about the whole encompassing thing, not just the chickens. We're talking about the plasmatic field. There's something called the morphogenic field. See, these little guys, glad you're hanging on to this, aren't you? Isn't this amazing? Mercury conjunct Uranus here when I was born at 28, 26, and Mercury in Gemini is trining it. I'm channeling back to the egg. and the morphogenic field of information, the plasmatic holographic, in which the photons are kind of activating, and it is being programmed with higher consciousness, I can tell you, babe, as far as becoming more and more aware. Like, oh, we are one. We are one. Are you kidding? No, no, no. And I'm going to get more clear on this as soon as I completely go mad. We have one more round of fighting demons that do not want us to know any of this. They don't want us to know what we are, how we are, and to even have a good time, like to even validate that this is even something you would sit through for 16 minutes straight. Are you kidding me? And we certainly don't feed into it. Laugh at it. Sorry. Hey, you are you, and that's an illusion. You know, it's like the me, he, she, and even I. There's really just a we. Depends how much I you're talking about. There's two I's. There is the eye of the eye. There's the eye of the ear, which is to say, when it resonates within you, when you hear it through a word, it's just a reminder that hits your heart. And then that's the light. It starts to beam. And then pretty soon it's called awakening, you know. It just starts to awaken. Ah. There's all kinds of shit that your body's going to go through, and your mind, and you know, you're going to think you're losing it, and you're going to try and hold on to it. And it's like, don't hold on to it. Whoops, you held on to it. Shit. I can't keep doing it. You know, it's time to move. It's time to change. Collect, collect, collect on whatever it is you're charging for here. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe we have charge. Are we going to charge? That's what the Aries says. We don't even know if we're talking about money. We're just like, we charge. We're just like,